Yep, let's go. One more draft. Oh, I should have checked what I opened. Might be relevant. But well, here we go. So, our last draft ended terribly. We missed little on the last game and we went 0-3. But let's hope this draft is a little bit better than the last one. That was actually kinda sad. Okay, so we have quite the pack. I think I'm starting off with the Riddlekeeper. It was the best card we had last draft, and I still think it is an amazing card. It can go into multiple archetypes because of the emerge cost, so I'm taking it. Doesn't lock us into any color. Let me just switch this. Fnatic of Honus. I struggle. I struggle with the card. I think it has potential, but for manas doesn't really get you that far here. I'm taking Royal Cartographer. I think it's a fine card if you're going blue, no matter the direction. You can just stack energy by playing lands, fetch give you 2 energy, so... Ogin Labyrinth. Okay, that's an interesting one. I don't think it's a good one. It is interesting. I'll take it if not at least to play constructed with it. But I might just end up playing it here. Yeah? So this pack is kinda dry. I think that we take this fight spell. I'm taking Petrifying Meddler here. Sage of Unknowable. Well, we might just end up in Eldrazi's again, because it's what we are getting. Yep, Eldrazi Repurposer. Planar Genesis, it's better than Warp Tusker here. And there are quite a bit of Warp Tuskers going around, so... So this is our pack. Cranial Ram and Superconductor came back around. I'm taking Superconductor to the sideboard. I'm probably not gonna play it. But well, it is what it is. I like Riddlekeeper better when I can sacrifice creatures to it and not mind which creatures I'm sacrificing. Eldrazi Repurposer kinda works with that because when it dies it creates a spawn. Not perfect, but it's alright. I'm taking the Drake, not gonna play it most likely, but... And there's another one. Just filling my sideboard with them. Molten Gatekeeper is a card I like. Might not play it, but we'll see how the second pack goes. Corrupted Shapeshifter is okay, not exciting. I end up playing it sometimes, but not something I want to play. Well, Chrysalis. Cannot say no to this, I guess. Then we have a White Crow here. White Crow makes you cast, um, gives you the ability to cast bigger Eldrazi, so usually what you wanna do when you have White Crow is to pick the bigger ones like Warp Tusker and uh, the Lurker, and yeah, just play big beasts that you can ramp into. So I might start picking them highly. Maybe I should have already be picking them higher since I have the Labyrinth. I can just pitch this to the Labyrinth. Another Hoyle Cartographer, that's nice, but I'm taking the Tusker. Yeah, these Eldrazi's work well with the Labyrinth. Propagator Drone is a card I usually underpick. I think the card is nuts from what I've played. Just gives you the flexibility to go wide with Eldrazi, because you can just mana sink, create a bunch of spawns, and then they get evolve. So whenever you cast an Eldrazi, you're basically pumping all your spawns. I think I underpick it a lot. It's Lurker here, no questions asked. I think with 3 of these big Eldrazi we are fine. If we get an Null Drift or something on the last pack we take it, but from now on I'm taking more early game stuff. Oh man, I would love to be playing black right now. I'm taking a other spike. Sometimes it's good on turn 2 to delay the opponent's game plan. It's an okay card to play in Eldrazi. Not excited to play it, but if you don't get enough 2 mana dorks, you might as well. Twisted Landscape is a fine land for us, because it fetches for our splash color and red and green actually. Of all these cards, I'm taking Molten Gatekeeper or Landscape. Landscape. I was inclined to take the Gatekeeper, but I already have one here, and I'm not sure I'm going to play it. It's a fine card. You can run these on your blue decks, and you'll be happy to play it as a land. Later in the game, if you don't have anything to do, you cast it either or two. It's fine. Yep. I think the dragon is the most underwhelming card of the set, unfortunately. Whenever I try to play it, it never usually goes how you plan it to go. Yeah, Solar Transformer is our ramp spell here. Since we are not getting many 2-drops that ramp. Yeah, Horrifying Assault. Man. Man. People don't pass us stuff like that when we draft Affinity. Wumpa's Aberration. Yeah, that's a card I like. It basically fills your curve. It's a 6/6 with Tremble on turn 4. Sometimes turn 3. It puts an amazing amount of pressure into your opponent's side. The only bad thing in this deck, it's not a card that goes into Ugin's Labyrinth, but that's fine. Given that we now have these, we might just play one less of these ones. Fanged Flames, of course. When you're splashing for a red, removal is something that you take. You splash for Chrysalis all the time, and for removal some of the time. So good Chrysalis is. I might play this, might not. Is this better? Kinda protects our creatures. You can see this as just a green spell. I'll put it here and think about it. Nethergoyf. Oh, that's amazing. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm also not gonna play. Well, do I want another lurker? Yeah, sure. Why not? I was gonna say I'm not gonna play anything else of this pack, but lurker is lurker. Two lurkers, two tuskers, and I'm not sure I'm gonna play them all, but it's okay. Skoa, probably not playing it. It went the whole table around. No one wants to draft Affinity, it seems. Planar Genesis, I'm amazed that it came back. Not usually a card that comes back around a lot. It's like strictly better than Growth Spiral, and Growth Spiral was an amazing card. At least it does a much better job of ramping. Are we short of playables? A bit, it seems. So we might end up having to play this spell that we thought about. On the red stuff, I can also play this card. I'm not amazed by it, but better than playing another red spell, I think. Yeah, sure, we can play it like this. This is not a very crazy Eldrazi deck, but we'll see how it performs. The only thing I don't like about this deck is not having a Flash Raker, but that's the only bad thing about it. Yeah, I think we can play tapped Rush of Inspiration to have blue for Planar Genesis turn 2 and then Repurposer turn 3. I think this is a great hand. Let's go. So, I was not gonna do what I just said. Okay, so now we can play Planar Genesis turn 2, ramp into this, or it actually lets you put another card into your hand from the top 4. So if we need gas, that's also something we can do. Because we seem to be fine in terms of lands, and we have Repurposer here to create at least a spawn. It might just create 2 if our opponent tries to kill it right away. So I'm not sure I want to ramp. We can then Riddlekeeper, sacrifice the Repurposer, then use the spawns to cast Lurker next turn. Yeah, this hand is kinda nuts, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, so we might not need mana, we might just need gas. Yep. think he can attack, so end step, Planar Genesis. So, Gaz could be a Warp Tusker. Or do I want... No, we can play Warp Tusker. Oh my god, that gives us options. But I still think it's a repurposer. We can Riddlekeeper next turn. I'm not sure we can follow up into Drony or Lurker. Because Riddlekeeper costs 4 to cast if we sacrifice the repurposer. We don't even need to sacrifice the spawns. So next turn we play land and we have 2 spawns and 5 lands. We can play Lurker or Tusker if we want. And they also create 1 more spawn. Yeah, we are fine. Even without White Crow. I think it's the reason why White Crow is underpicked. Most of the drafts you see him walking around. It's because people don't actually need it. So our opponent just brain surged and didn't play land. That kinda tells me he's very screwed. Wumpus is also pretty nice. So if he is screwed, I can just screw with him further. I'll attack first, but I can tap 2 of his lands, and I'm not sure what he's gonna play without lands, right? We sacrifice these, and Riddlekeeper can tap like blue and green. And now he doesn't have any of those 2 lands this turn. We just literally time walked this turn. Yeah, he can't place anything, he has to discard. And now we can cast a Lurker. Yep. And we drew a land, so next turn we can also play land cast Tusker. Jeez. What a beating. But yeah, Riddlekeeper was just a tempo swing that if you're ahead and you take 2 lands out of the equation for a turn, it's... Your opponent did nothing and you casted another 7/7. It starts to get really complicated to deal with. So we are now swinging for little, he has to block. Because he's at 12, we attack for 12. He can't block the Riddlekeeper, so he has to block the Lurker. Yep. Gets Serum Visionary in front of the train. Now, I'm not sure I want to play Tusker actually. Because Wumpus has Trample and we want to kill him. So I'm casting Wumpus here. And I'm just gonna pass and cast Planar Genesis on his turn. I could sacrifice the spawn to cast White Crow, but if he kills White Crow I then cannot cast Tusker. So I'd rather play Planar Genesis. See what he does here. Oh, so he also has a Riddlekeeper of his own. Okay. I see how it is. Yeah. So he can now block our Riddlekeeper. So what do I want to put into another Lurker? Sure thing. Well, it doesn't have to block, it can go to 2, but well, I wouldn't recommend staying at 2 against an Eldrazi deck that has a 6/6 Trembler. Yep. Another lurker. Let's go. This is what we do. We play big Eldrazi's and we win. Yeah, I'm truly not comfortable playing the black decks in this format for some reason. I played blue black out of stream and I went 3 and 3 and I thought my deck was pretty insane. We got a lot of good things and still didn't manage to do that good of a record. So, well. Is this end a keep? I think it is. The thing is, I'll have to go search blue, and I'll save this to search for red. I go get blue, then I have play forest, I have either spike up, then I can play void crow, and then later I'll fetch the red. So black white. Yep, that's gonna get spiked. Yeah. Other spike works in the Eldrazi ramp deck because you either have a lot of mana dorks or if you don't see them in the packs, you can play other spike and do this. And basically your turn 2 is countering whatever they play, so you delay their game plan. And then you ramp on the turn 3 with a Void Cross. Or the Repurposers. It just depends on what you draft. If you can draft Nightshade Dryads, I mean, by all means play them. But if you can't, this is a way. I'm casting Wumpas here. I think if he waits the removal spell on my hamper, I just beat him. Right? I mean, he can't fetch for black, so he cannot. Well, now he might cast Breather Lust. That's the only way he gets out. Oh, Flare of Malice. That's also pretty good. It was rare, so I was not thinking of it, but yeah, now I have to take the turn to basically look for red. I'm not sure about cycling the lurker, but it's something we can do. Because if we play Chrysalis, we can cast lurker also. It's not an issue. Basically, the Chrysalis gives you the mana to cast the lurker. Uh, I'm taking the turn off and kill that right away. Yep, I have time. My deck wants to play long games. His deck doesn't. I'm probably gonna save this colorless mana just in case we draw the Sphinx. The Eldrazi Sphinx. We don't have any double red in the deck, so I think this is enough to... And this cannot fetch for blue either, so... Death Touch, that's kinda annoying. The counter is not making much difference there, but okay. Okay, I can just cast Lurker here. Be mana efficient. Not like I'm going to attack into a 2/4 Death Toucher, but... Well, if I get enough Lurkers, I might just do that. Victimize. He's gonna sacrifice the 1/1 to get those two back. Yeah. You got me, bro. No, don't have artifacts or enchantments, so that's fine. Planar Genesis, so I'm playing this here and casting the Genesis to see what I find. Maybe just gonna search on Eastern. I could attack with the Lurker here, just to force him to... Yeah, just to get the Death Toucher, because I have to get him out of there and somehow. And I have few removals in the deck, and one of them is already here. So yeah, I don't mind sacrificing a Lurker, because we have 2 Lurkers and 2 Tuskers, so it's no big deal. And we're gonna see the 4 on top, so... Read your last! That's annoying. Sure. I wanna see if this slit is a problem. If it stays like this, it is a problem. Rush of Inspiration. Just digs deeper. Yep. Okay, a Tusker. That's fine. We saw the top 4, we didn't have anything, now we have a big, huge ass Eldrazi. It doesn't block the angel. If he attacks with boats, I block the slit, then I block the angel. But if he just attacks with the angel, I'll block it. I might lose the Tusker, but I mean, I cannot take 5 indefinitely. He might have the -3/-3 thing, but what can I do? If he has it, he has it. Seems like he doesn't have it. Sorin instead. That's not cool. So... I can tap something. Yeah, I'll just do this. See what I get. Oh. Oh. That was amazing. I think I'm happy I drew that. And I discarded that actually. Even at random. Oh. Sorry. I have to undo all this. So I don't have the mana to cast the Lurker. Unless I can spend it all actually. Yeah. So I'll first attack with the Tusker. Then I'll play the Lurker. And then I'll shoot the Angel, I think. That's the play here. Yep, this was a turn. See why I like that card? I mean, Rush of Inspiration is pretty decent. We could have discarded any card we would still be better than not having the rush. Because it digs you 2 cards deep. Even if yeah, I discarded the lurker, I could still play the meddler and remove something. Sometimes you will draw 2 lands and a spell and discard a spell, but well. That is also only if you don't have energy. This was unfortunate. Our opponent only has 1 card left in hand. What is he thinking? Of course you don't want for strike. Yep, this is fine, I guess. I think he's missing 1 point of life to flip this. Yep. Oh, Riddlekeeper. This is amazing. Can I? Can sacrifice the lurker, it's not doing anything right now. And I can tap like his black mana or his creatures. I can just tap his black mana. So he doesn't, he probably loses almost all of his removal. He cannot cast these creatures from the graveyard. I can swing in for 6. If he attacks I can block with the Riddlekeeper. It's a huge 5/5. Maybe the play was just to tap both of his creatures and be able to swing. But I still think that his creatures don't do much against this board. Especially now. This is a fight spell, so just pumping this, killing that, and swing with both. Yep. I said we didn't have much removal, but now that I look at it, we have 2 fight spells and Fanged Flames. I've played the Eldrazi decks with less removal than that. That's pretty okay. Not game breaking, but it's decent. So if he casts another spell with Extort, I have to block and sacrifice the spawn. But he didn't, so I can still just block sacrifice the spawn. He doesn't get the lifelink. And now he's dead to the Riddlekeeper. I'm casting Propagator Drone just because, and I'm attacking with this. That's it. GG. 2-0. Man, I was really needing this after 0-3ing the last draft. Yes, we did have fun in this match. Man, I love Riddlekeeper. I like the card so much I'm thinking about brewing something with it. There was an emerge deck that I liked a lot when it was in standard. And I'm thinking about just getting a version of it for modern or either modern or timeless in arena. Paper modern. Uh, the thing is, I'm still figuring out which creatures I want as a sacrifice outlet, sort of. Yeah, I want to go fetch blue so I can cast Royal Cartographer next turn. The deck is basically Lightning X and more ways of discarding cards, emerge creatures and Kozilek's Return, or now you have Ugin's. I don't remember the name. God damn it. I have low battery on my phones. Give me just a second. Sorry, this was up, so you were probably not hearing me. We drew Repurposer, so this is it. And I can attack for one, why wouldn't I? It's free. Okay. So now I have a couple of choices. I can either fight that or play Wumpus. I can do both if I play this as a land though. That's enticing. Yeah, let's do this. Let's pay the 3 life. I'll cast Wumpus. Oh, damn it. I needed to sacrifice the spawn. Well, we don't fight this turn. Actually, I don't need to take the Gatekeeper out of there. That's fine. I need to stop a Chrysalis if he plays one. But this just makes the playing this as a land bad. Because I didn't use the mana. I can still do both of these next turn. And just go full Eldrazi aggro. We play this as a 3-3 flyer and then we shoot something. Can he kill the Wumpus? Seems like he's considering it, but I'm not sure he can. I don't remember any fight spell or burn spell that just gets the Wumpus from that board. That is fine. We can shoot that instead. And swing. Yep, all of that is fine. I'm not even concerned. Yeah, I'm shooting the Basking Brute Scale. Swinging in. If he blocks, he blocks. I don't really care. I'll probably kill the Gatekeeper, leave the charge bug. Because the Gatekeeper is annoying. It's pinging me. Even if it has unearth, the unearth doesn't really bother me. I can also just play the Sage and threaten to play Lurker next turn. I think it's better than the Shapeshifter. Sure, we are on a more aggro plan, but Lurker is also a beating. 7/7 Vigilance is something to be concerned about. Well, not when you have a spawn gang. With a spawn gang on the battlefield, we much rather have the Shapeshifter. Well, I'm still going to attack and see what he blocks with, or if he blocks at all. Because this has trample, so he cannot just put a spawn in front of it. Yep. There's also a line here that I can play Shapeshifter and spike something. That might be the best. Yeah, I'll probably spike something. Oh, but I need to play blue. So that changes things. I cannot play both these and spike. Yeah, so I'm just gonna cast the Lurker then. Because I have 2 energy left over, that would be nice to use with the spike. But well, it is what it is. Skoa. That's good, but he can't really kill anything too relevant. Oh, yeah, so he's gonna deal 4 and then sacrifice the spawns to deal extra 2 damage. That makes sense. That does make sense. He still has to deal with the Lurker. Oh, he used another spell to do that. Damn. Not really very good, but it is what it is. So it's a 3/3 flyer. And now we swing in for 7. And maybe I'll fetch for red now, because I have colorless on the battlefield, in Sage and in the spawn. And it's not like he's gonna kill the Sage, because he has to think about the rest of the board. He can shoot the Shapeshifter with the spawns. I thought he was gonna jump with the charge bug in order to shoot the Shapeshifter. But okay. So I was saying, we have colorless here and here, and he has to deal with this and this, so we can just ignore that this gives colorless and fetch for red. In case we draw red spells. The Fanged Flames would be helpful here. So he's just spamming Horrific Assault, he has a bunch of them, so it seems. I'm just gonna get red. Get an energy there. Let that resolve. Okay, so now we have double blue. Now that we don't need it. And we just bash in with the lurker. He's gonna block with everything. Okay, so we get both the spawn gang and the Skoa. We can leave him the charge bug. It's not threatening. We have a counter for whatever he tries to do that is relevant. If we don't counter anything, we can also try to draw 3 cards. I can actually either spike his spell and pay 0. Okay, but this is something that I might just spike. Because he cast it with haste. So it would bash in for quite a bit. I'm gonna pay 3. Oh well, he can pay 3 because of the transformer. I was not watching the transformer. But if he does pay the 3, that's fine. He stepped out. The thing is, now we are behind on energy. But, well, shouldn't be a big deal. We still have 2 Tuskers in the deck? Yeah. He's attacking with a charge bug. What for? Ah, that's fine. Okay, so now we can find something. Propagator drone seems like the best of this. It tapped us the wrong way, but that's fine. It's not like I was going to sacrifice a spawn to create a spawn. Anyway. My worries are that he keeps bashing in with the Skyclaw and we don't find an answer quickly enough. Well, we should just shove 3 cards that don't solve the issue to the bottom, so we might just find one. He can grow now, again. That's concerning. He's now able to trade with Riddlekeeper. We also can draw Riddlekeeper, it's also an answer to that. Double the power. Guys, never do this. Don't double the power of a creature if it's not to kill. Because if he had saved this, he could have got me next turn. Now I know that, like, he cannot kill my Tusker. That was just bad. You never use this kind of spells if it's not for lethal. Or to kill a creature. Because if he had this, when I block, it wouldn't be an issue. Oh, he can give manas though. True. Well, in that case I'm dead anyway. Yep, I was missing his lethal. But he almost lost this for no reason. Never use those spells unless it's to kill. Otherwise, if you're not using them to kill, use it to save your creature. Because then if I blocked, he could just use that as a removal. Because it gives first strike to your creature. Oh, I just noticed I have this. Yeah, let's claim the vault. We also have the mastery 3 thing to do. Do I have this one completed? No. It doesn't. Oh, okay. I don't have the sleeve yet. Okay. So that was our first loss this draft. We are 2-1. Let's keep going. But returning to the previous topic of conversation, I was saying that I was thinking of brewing an emerge deck. The objective of the emerge deck is you emerge a creature and then you cast from the graveyard. Usually you cast from the graveyard uh, Ugin's Binding or Kozilek's Return to get... Oh, what do I want here? Labyrinth? Do I want a fight spell? It's amazingly difficult because I have a Wumpus and I don't have colorless. So the Labyrinth would be fine. But I can also just put like the fight spell into my hand. Yeah, if I had played the Labyrinth, now I could just cast Chrysalis turn 3 or Wumpus turn 3, and now I can't. But I think it's okay. We got a fight spell, which is pretty decent out of the deal. We can cast this and then use the spawns to cast the Wumpus and then fight something next turn. And it's just a super powerful board. Yep, that's a good one. But as we want the tokens for the Wumpus, that's fine. Also, he's not really playing anything else. If he doesn't play a land, we are very much ahead this game. Yep. Do I even fight? Nope. I don't want to fight spell here. I wanna have mana open to give indestructible to my creature. He's playing black, so he might have removal. Yep. Now I can use the fight spell, and if he tries to get my Wumpus, I can give him indestructible. So now I'm inclined to do this. Yep. Almost as I've had foreseen it. Swing for 9. Let's go. What a big Wumpus. Yep, now he's gonna get it. But it takes the whole turn if he didn't draw land. And we can just untap and play this as a 3-3, I think. So that we can put some more pressure. We don't need to attack with this. We are missing 1 mana to cast Warp Tusker, but if our opponent doesn't play stuff, that's irrelevant really. Just gonna play Cartographer, attack for 3, pass, and then cast Genesis on his turn. Yeah, fine. That's fine. Our opponent doesn't have a board and we have Petrifying Meddler in hand, so... that is fine. He went for blue. That creature always deals you 3 damage if you... I don't think... even if you don't tutor, you still lose 3 life. Damn. So, Planar Genesis here. Riddlekeeper. Yep. Change of plans. I'm just gonna play this as a land. I'm gonna merge this here. I'm gonna tap both his black lands. Yep. It has manas, sure. Tamio. Heladamri. That's a greedy deck. We play Warp Tusker here and we swing in for 5. I want to play the Meddler next turn. Yeah, because if he doesn't block here and he's saving Tamio to block next turn, I'll take Tamio next turn with the stun counter. And then it's gonna be too late, basically. Yeah, this is from the top of your deck. Well, he can't see what's on top, so... but he has to tap everything in order to do that. I don't think, even if he had the big, huge creature there. It's put it onto the battlefield, so even if it was Emrakul, the issue with that is that it doesn't get the cast trigger. So if he Eladamris into an Eldrazi, you usually don't get the ability because the abilities are all on cast, and this just puts into play. Yep, if you're playing it like that, I'm just gonna do this. So now I tap Tamio, and it probably dies. Yep. There it is. 3-1. We are up 3 victories to 1 loss. See, I don't regret Riddlekeeper first pick. He's winning games. Now the card is very good. Very pushed. Next match. Let's see. Void Croc, Chrysalis, Solar Transform. Yes, this is a keep. This is the kind of hand you keep every time. The thing is, you can play Chrysalis on turn 3, and that's a solid, very solid play. But you can also rely on the ability of Void Crow to draw cards, even if you like you're not running out of gas with Void Crow, and they have to deal with the Chrysalis. It's just the type of card that Chrysalis is. Oh boy, it's about to get nastier. So now we have the thing to save the Chrysalis from removal. So if he doesn't get the Chrysalis right away, it's gonna get out of hand very quickly. Static Prison. So even if that was not this turn, this cannot deal with that. The thing is, if he runs out of energy for some reason, we get the Chrysalis back. But if he has a charge bug to follow up, it is unlikely he's going to run out of energy. So he goes up to 5 energy now. Proliferate can proliferate the energy, because energy is actually counters. You cannot see it graphically in Arena, but yep. Energy is supposed to be a mechanic of counters. I could have crossed Lurker, I forgot I had the transformer there. But yeah, I don't lose the spawns this way. And I might make some use out of them. Yeah, man, that's not gonna get me. I'm sorry. I'm glad I didn't tap out for Lurker. Yeah, I'm not blocking. He wants to get a spawn out of the board, basically. And White Crow cannot kill it. Yep, that's exactly how I want to tap out. Thank you, Arena. I want to keep the blue for either Spike if I need it, because he is low on lands. He's missing land drops. Spike gets a lot better when people are missing land drops. So is he gonna attack? Yeah, it seems. Yeah, that is not going through. This leftover energy we can use later on our Royal Cartographer. That's cool. Cool little interaction. Can now get a 3-3 flyer. So that his kite is not an issue anymore. We can draw a card here, but it would kill the spawns. I'm not sure I wanna do it. I think the spawns are more valuable still. Sad Void Bouncer without the kick. I think opponent is just glad he can keep proliferating to not give me the Chrysalis back. So let me think. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, even without the spawn, so I'm drawing here. Yep, sounds about right. Play with colorless. White Crow is amazing. The ability to draw you cards on a creature that ramps 2 mana is just insane. I think people really underpick it. It's amazing on the Eldrazi deck. Of course, if you are on a more beating plan, you don't want it. You always want it paired with lurkers and tuskers and creatures that actually can utilize the mana White Crow provides. I think the ability to draw you cards is also just amazing. Suppression Ray is amazing if you can actually kill your opponent. He cannot just kill me in 2 attacks. So even if I don't play anything here... Oh, that has an earth. That could be an issue. Yeah, we might just be dead. He's gonna try to kill us here. Even if I'm bluffing to have a spell in hand. Furthermore, he now doesn't have energy, so he cannot proliferate it. And if he doesn't kill me, Chrysalis is coming back to me. Oh, so he's just gonna slam the flying onto his creature and attack. I thought he was going to unearth the gatekeeper. It's kinda dumb that he didn't. If I had a bounce spell, he would be very doomed. He risked it for nothing. But yeah. GG. He still got us. But there's no point in leaving that back. When your opponent has 1 card in hand and he didn't play anything and is threatening to like bounce a creature or fight something, you should just play the other creature you have in your graveyard. Because it has haste. And it would be enough to kill us. Even without equipping the kite. Gift of the Viper would also have been great there. Because you wouldn't tap a creature and block. This is an amazing hand again. We don't have red, but we can fetch it. If we fetch it, we don't have colorless for the womb. Yeah, but the Chrysalis provides colorless. That's fine. That's the thing with fetching for red. It's fine because Chrysalis provides colorless. Maybe I shouldn't have done this because I have Planar Genesis, but I want Chrysalis next turn, so... Next turn I mean turn 4. Yeah, I am unsure about playing White Crow here. I think I want to spike whatever he does. If he doesn't do anything relevant, I'll just planar Genesis. Is that relevant? That is the question. I think it's relevant enough. Yep, Chrysalis. Does he have a big follow-up? If he doesn't, I'm gonna get the Dryad next turn. Yeah, I don't want that near me. Yeah. The thing is, I'm not targeting Chrysalis because he can have a red removal spell. Okay, that is out of the table. Now we can swing in. Nightshade Dryad fixes the mana for those decks and ramps. If he didn't play anything last turn, he also doesn't have anything to play this turn. Because he's now 1 mana behind. Yep, White Crow. We play the Turtle. So that we can play Tusker next turn. We are attacking for 9 and next turn we are attacking for little. The red mask is fine. It's not anything special. The question here is, do I planar Genesis first? If I do find the Riddlekeeper, can I cast it? The answer is no, because I have to use the blue here. So I'm just gonna cast this and swing in for 6. Yep, I get this creature. Now we are threatening little again. And even if he has another of these things, he cannot stop the Tusker. But he has now 7 mana, so... yeah, Fanged Flames is not gonna work. What's going on? He didn't play anything again. Did he flood that much? Amazing. That's a cool way to concede. Yeah, that was not a very good game. Our opponent didn't have anything at all. And it was not really our merit, we just took the Nightshade Dryad, but he had a turn in which he had 6 mana and he didn't play anything. No, 5 mana. He had 5 mana and didn't play anything. And then we took out the Dryad and then he played the land and he didn't play anything again. So All his spells were probably above 6 or above mana? Or were removal spells that didn't do anything? Because it did have that Fanged Flames, but Fanged Flames didn't really match our board. Um, this is very sketchy. We do have Tusker and Riddlekeeper, but no glue to this end. How do we get there? Opponent goes first. Oh well, we're gonna just see how this goes. We can cycle the Tusker, but it's not a thing we want to do really. Yeah, that's a card that is very sad, because I don't have blue. Repurposer is a good draw. Yep. So now I can play Repurposer next turn, and it gives me 1 extra mana. I can then sacrifice the Repurposer to cast Riddlekeeper. Oh no, because I don't have blue once again. Yeah, not having blue is sucks. This is still the play here. Yep, nothing to do. Blocking doesn't give us anything here. Okay, so now we have blue. Now we can do stuff. Can Riddlekeeper. He has 2 mana open. He didn't cast anything. So I'm thinking about just passing. Yep, I thought it was really sketchy that he didn't play anything. So what is he doing here? Exiling my creature. That's annoying. Yep. That's exactly what we want. Yeah, I have to kill Philia. It's gonna get out of hand real quickly. Oh, true. I forgot about that. Shouldn't have attacked. I really want to play these as spells, but maybe I'll have to play one of them as a land. So he discarded 2 cards to get 4 clues. It's kinda huge. So what does this do next turn? Shuffle up to 3 cards from your graveyard into your library. That's fine. Do White Tusker here? I think so. I'm just gonna sacrifice them one by one. Okay. Am I feeling confident enough to attack? I mean, he's stepped out now. Maybe I could just bash in with this. He has a shield counter there. Okay, he didn't want to give up the shield counter. Frogmere Enforcer is a weird card there. Is he playing red? Why didn't he kept it in hand? Cause I mean, if he wants to put that many clues into the battlefield, Frogmere Enforcer would have costed like 0. That's annoying. That's about it. Not like a broken play or anything. It is annoying. Can Riddlekeeper? The Repurposer? Tap his 2 creatures. Yeah, now this is gonna get nasty. We bash in for 6 and we have threatening little next turn. We are threatening little next turn and we have either spike up. So if he goes for a big play and we spike, the game is over basically. If he tries 2 small plays, oh my god, he's cracking clues. So yeah, he's probably dead. There's nothing that he can cast that is meaningful and it's gonna resolve. Even static prison here, it's not that good. Yup. We pay 1. Got him. Counters get people. Some of the time. 4 and 2. Almost on the profit side. Well, after a miserable 0-3, that's what we expect. Yep. We've done it again. Oh no, we are on 5 wins. I thought we were on 4. Oh yes, I totally forgot about last match. Our opponent did so few things that... Is this a keep? We go first. I mean, you can cycle a Tusker. It's not great. We'll see what we get. I'll just fetch the red, I think. If the plan is cycling a Tusker, we are not very worried about getting colorless. Because the spawn will come out of this. It's borders once again. Now we don't have a counter for that. Jesus, can we just stop drawing lands? Okay. It's a planar genesis. It's not a land, guys. It's just almost a land. No, we are probably playing Meddler next turn. Meddler is sure to hold the board. Card is crazy good. I mean, when you play it on turn 4, it's crazy good. Yep. We could just pass and cast Spike and Genesis, but not sure that's amazing either. Next turn we can Horrific Assault, Planar Genesis and Aether Spike. So, if we have a creature, obviously. That seems like we won't have. Opponent also doesn't have energy, but he doesn't seem very concerned about it. Well. That's gonna be 3 spawns to the table. Easiest bolt to the face. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit concerned about this. Nothing of this is really good. Yep. This is a handful of nothing. Because I'm gonna lose this one. Our opponent is like on the burn plan. Oh yeah, Scurry of Gremlins, we are dead, so dead. Even if I block the biggest creature, I think we are dead here. Every creature gets +1/+0. Yep. And now he has a Raptor. Raptor also gives 2 energy. Probably he shouldn't even cast the card. Yeah, he shouldn't cast it. He just has 8, so he gives +2/+0 to everything. Oh, but he can give trample to that. I didn't remember this gave trample. Yeah, we are very dead here. We can block the 3/3 and still die. Blocking the trampler wouldn't do anything, and this is it for the drafts today. I'm gonna record a bit of constructed.